Assalamualaikum and hi, we are from Group 5. We'll present our group project and our chosen topic is target costing. My name is Nurul Nadia binti Rosali, metric number 264334. I will present on the first part, which is introduction. The first one is background of the topic. Our chosen topic is target costing. Target costing is a way of calculating pricing range, inventory costs, and margin for a new product ahead of time. Target costing can be used by a management committee to monitor products from the beginning of the planning process to the end of their product life cycle. It is considered as one of the most important tools for industrial companies to maintain sustained profitability. Then, target costing is a great way to create a product line with strong profit margin. This is in contrast to the much more conventional approach of constructing a product based on the manufacturing department's idea of what it should be and contending with costs that are disproportionately high in comparison to market price. Target costing also a critical survival strategy. This is because business will compete by releasing a constant stream of new or improved items onto the market benefit the most from target costing. The issue from this topic is despite the fact that target costing can minimize costs, many companies do not use it due to the factors such as lack of size. This issue may cause the company to miss its cost target. If the project fails to reach their cost target, the best course of action is to terminate the project. And the last one is target costing is a useful method for increasing a product's profitability. Next is the background of the company. In this project, the company that we have chosen is Nifa Biotech Industries Sdn Bhd. This company is located at Pangkalan Cepa, Kota Baru, Kelantan. Nifa Biotech Industries Sdn Bhd is a factory that provides OEM contract manufacturing service to entrepreneurs who are interested in producing their own brands of product. Their main manufacturing products are premium products such as coffee, cocoa, tea, goat's milk, and also food supplements. R&D research is also done by obtaining consultants from local universities such as USM and UKM. The company also seeks the service of laboratory analysis consultant to ensure that the product produced are safe and free of any microbial contamination, heavy metals, and prohibited substances before a product is marketed. Apart from that, Nifa Biotech Industries Sdn Bhd also has their own product, which is the Nifa Cafe and Iris Cafe. Nifa Cafe is managed by the company distributor in Bangsar, Selangor, namely Anaba Trading Sdn Bhd. The company is responsible for marketing this product throughout Malaysia as well as supermarkets and hypermarkets, while Iris Cafe is market, retail and wholesale only.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nuruddin bin Muhammad Kamal, metric number 264155. Okay, I will continue for the part of objective of the study. Okay, in general, this study want to examine the implementation of target costing in manufacturing industry, and specifically, this study seeks to first is examine the efficiency and effectiveness manufacturing of product in Nifa Biotech technology industry Sdn Bhd. Next is to understand the how management manage in target costing, and last to know the effect of target costing in Nifa Biotech industry Sdn Bhd. Okay, that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
My name is Nur Hidayah binti Aizah. My metric number 264229. Today I will present about the literature review. First is about Japan's target costing. In this article shows 3 major events happened in Japan that influenced target costing. The economic bubble burst in 1990 and 1991 forced many businesses to fail to fulfill consumer demands for cheaper rates. Then, increase in the value of the Japanese yen against the US dollar as much as 50% against US dollar. Third is many Japanese firms were required to cut price in order to hit their earnings target. Second article is about target costing implementation and organizational capabilities in selected ASEAN countries. In Toyota Company in Japan's target costing assists business in managing expense, efficiency, and functionality. In Thailand, the implementation of target costing linked to common target costing objective. However, Thailand and Malaysia were ranked lower than Japan and China in terms of goal costing adoption. Third article about the role of target costing in reducing costs and developing products in the Jordan public shareholding industry company. From the globalization of the economy, it gives ability to companies to compete in international markets. Then, Jordan manufacturing firms show lower the quality of their goods and lower market price to reach reasonable, sufficient, and consistent profit rates. The goal cost is about role in lowering costs and improving the product. This is also one of the methods in reduction of costs. Next article about implementation of target cost management in a non-Japanese environment. This article says that a better understanding of target costing as a market strategy method may aid in the adoption of target costing in other developed countries. Target costing also help management team in determine when and how to improve target costing in future. This also allows new potential target costing firm in the same field to adopt the target costing application mechanism. We move to the next article, which is about improving business process in a construction project and increasing performance by using target costing. The result on the effective execution of the goal cost approach in a building project based on the given data, as well as the improvement of business process to improve performance. In using enterprise process management technique to model and optimize business operation, make the company become competitive. Then, business process analysis can help reduce costs and improve the consistency of process outcome. After that, in the article target costing practice, explore how goal costing is used in different countries and how there is a lot of variation in practice. The characteristics of an organization working atmosphere, high competitive demand, limited product life cycles, and complicated production processes are all major sources of goal costing inspiration. The majority of the target costing results be associated with the level of rivalry, business size, environmental complexity, and cultural influence. The target costing is more suited with automotive and other assemblies manufacturing industry rather than industry with a few item models and single items. Then the article about the utilization of target costing and its implementation method in Iran show that the support of the standard and adequacy of the items and pays exceptionally good for this valuable method in decrease of the item cost, so they could expand their offer and benefit in the market by making their items cutthroat. Expenses are diminished and also could get the prime expense by deducting target profit margin from the sales price. The outcome proposed that supply management take part in a critical part all through the interaction of target costing, which is in the beginning phase when part level of target costing is creating and when the activities are occurring to accomplish the objective of target costing. Moreover, in article a survey of the adoption and use of target costing in Dutch firm shows that the costing techniques were moderately more commonly used in setting of severe competition and significant environmental sensitivity. Their primary goal was reduce the cost, which also the primary advantage got from production creation process. Dutch also registered assembly companies utilize costing methods similar to the concept of target costing. After that, in article target costing and Kaizen costing in Japan's automobile companies show that Kaizen costing is not same as standard costing and it focuses on non-stop decrease of cost in manufacturing stage. Then standard costing target is to fulfill and keep up standard cost. If two of the costing be ignored, the cost management cannot be carried out in-house. Lastly, the article is about determinant of target costing adoption. The experimental proof on target costing selection has not been continuously studied with the hypothesis. A lot of companies that were not anticipated profit by target costing selection appear to receive the equivalent and the other way around. Then, the technique typology is to content the top managers that almost be inspired to receive target costing, since target costing can give clear cost of benefit to the directors. However, effect from stock-based remuneration, the director tries to stay away from target costing selection because involved instability in stock returns expand the choice qualities and their own reward.
Okay, I will continue for methodology part. For our project, we use two types for source of information, which are primary and secondary data. Primary data is obtained from you. The interview was carried out by one of our group members at the NIFA Biotech Industry Company to get an in-depth understanding and comprehensive information regarding whether this company was applying target costing, how does target costing process, and other related issues. For secondary data, we obtain from journal and article, and also through emails, WhatsApp, and also Facebook. By using the journal and article, we can understand target costing in depth by reviewing and summarizing the journals and article related to our chosen topic. Lastly, we also use email, WhatsApp, and Facebook to get confirmation and further explanation from the company and the other information related to the company.
Hello guys, today I will present interview questions. Before I start my presentation, let me introduce myself first. My name is Lu Yi, my metric number is 25122A. Okay, before we interview the NIFA Biotech Industry Senior Head, we need to set up some questions to reach our objectives. So for the first objective, we want to examine the efficiency and effectiveness manufacture of product in NIFA Biotech Industry Senior Head. So we set up the following question. The first one is, how many products can NIFA Biotech Industry Senior Head produce in one working day? The second one is, how does NIFA Biotech Industry Senior Head ensure the quality of the products it produced? And what is the proportion of defective products in the products produced by NIFA Biotech Industry Senior Head? For our second objective, we want to understand how management manage the target costing. So our interview question is like, could you tell us what the company is based on to set, plan, and manage target cost? And how does the company implement target cost management to improve the company's performance? For our last objective, we want to know the effect of target costing on NIFA Biotech Industry Senior Head. So our interview question is like, what are the benefits of managing target costs for the company? And like, how are the product price of NIFA Biotech Industry Senior Head affected by the target cost? That's all my part. Thank you for your watching. And next part, we'll move to my friends.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amir Muhammad Johari 264725. I will present the finding of for our project. Firstly, the finding that we get from the interview session are customers may get OEM or original equipment manufacturer parts from NIFA Biotech Industry Senior Head The entrepreneur who wants to produce his own goods, such as coffee, tea, cocoa, and other use OEM, even by the firms. Nifa Biotouch Industry provide this service to its customer in the form of KKM legal approval and Jakin Halal certification. Nifa Biotouch Industry also provides service in making product design, and then it's also ensure product formulation based on customer demand, and through this process, OEM product are produced. Nifa Biotouch Industry has an organizational chart, and in the company there are about 40 employees working there. Then our finding is the product produced by Nifa Biotouch Industry are in a range of 1,000 products. The processed product must be superior according to its own batch for company to be efficient and successful in the product manufacturer, which have 7 steps. Okay, next is in our finding is the certified ICO format to ensure that the quality of their goods continues to improve. The first step performed by the firm which each raw material that come is to check that the flavor of the raw material meets to the customer expectation. Each component of the product will be evaluated for quality to verify that it does not conflict with client's orders. Next, our finding is the project product fault or minimum damage from the each production, which is the Nifa Biotouch Industry during product manufacture is 5% only in minimum damage of each batch. In our interview, we able to find some useful information regarding Nifa Biotouch Industry, which is about the overall operation and the report. Altogether, for a company to develop an item that can be advertised productively at the project value, the target costing approach can be utilized. There are several understanding on why the Nifa Biotouch is encouraged to use target costing. Firstly, it is because that by using target costing, it will help the company identify their production costs, which are fixed during the design stage to maximize the potential of cost reduction. Moreover, target costing also is an analysis that highlight other problems which can lead to revealing a more general managerial problem. Nifa Biotouch has its own way to set the price, cost, and margin for new or released products. This company set their price based on the cost of raw material. Usually, their margin is set about 25%, and the net margin will be set out 6% to 7%. Margin is profit made based on the selling price, and it is calculated based on the percentage of profit and the FIFO approach is one of the strategy used by Nifa Biotouch for cost flow estimation. Using the FIFO approach means that when a good advanced through development stage and complete inventory items are sold, the expenses connected with the product must be recorded as expenditure in production. Under FIFO, the cost of items accurate first is considered to be recognized first. Okay, next is the effect from the inventory that has been withdrawn from the company ownership. The RM value of the total inventory dropped throughout this procedure. Inflationary markets and rising price are typical occurrence in the company. If the oldest costs are assigned to cost of product sold in this circumstance, the oldest cost will potentially be priced lower than the most recent inventory occur at current inflate price. As a result of this decreased expenditure, the net income is larger. However, Nifa Biotouch also can use the target costing system, because by using this system, the company can reduce the cost of goods by ensuring customer requirement of quality of the products. Moreover, the target costing is an area that overlap marketing and accounting. Marketing and design function use target costing to identify product features and its selling price. Under this system, NIFA Biotage can control all the activity by using the target costing. The pricing of product manufactured by NIFA Biotage affect the production operation process. When the cost of the overhead of the company increase, the selling price will also increase. Cost of overhead are labor utilized and the fixed cost. However, the cost after the effect will not be a bit different in the selling price. The company say that they always face one challenges very often, which is the price of raw material increase frequently. Since there are lack of materials, the price is not always stable. The cost of sale of item increase day by day, but the customer prefer the item selling price to remain the same. So the NIFA Biotage industry take the initiative to overcome the challenges, which if a Biotage will directly to the production of raw material that needed to the product of NIFA Biotage, because NIFA Biotage currently use the middle person to contact the manufacturer of the raw material in the products. Thank you. That's all from me. I pass to next presenter.
Okay. Next, I will continue for the part limitation. Although our project met its objectives, there were certain inherent limitations. And first, the majority of the company are unavailable due to their refusal to participate in the plan that we presented. Most of them are not available for the reason of not engaging in the strategy we propose. Next, most companies are highly busy with their job, especially during movement control over, which is MCO, and some companies tend to cancel the interview season at the last minute. Lastly, we were finally able to contact NIFA Biotech Industry Sdn Bhd that located in Pengkalan Chepar, Kelantan, 1 week before our interview. Next, the information that we obtained was insufficient because the owner just answered the question in general about the company and their activities. The information provided by Mrs. Nick House-Lizard, however, is insufficient to aid our investigation, and we were unable to access the material and records in order to gain a true understanding of the company's target costing implementation. And last, the limitation to our finding are also due to the resources constraint and the impact of COVID-19 epidemic. This is because we are unable to go to the NIFA Biotech industry to meet with the relevant personnel in person. So, we cannot check and compare the information we obtain with the production operation and management systems. Okay, that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is Haswini Satyamurthy, matrix number 264779, and now I'm going to continue the presentation with recommendation and finally conclusion. NIFA Biotech industry must take a proactive stance to manage the cost of purchasing raw materials and prices for their company's products more efficiently than ever before. To be proactive, it requires a better management system than the existing one in ensuring that the purchase costs and prices placed on their products are correct and to avoid inconsistent profit reductions or losses. To achieve this, it is recommended that NIFA Biotech industry use the target costing method in settling the price of their products. This is because this method is the most suitable method for their operation, where this method can be considered as an option because it has been proven effective in increasing sales revenue and achieving profit set by the company, where the company estimates the cost of the product by reducing the desired profit margin from the market price, which is competitive. In addition, there's also a need for organization to find additional suppliers in supplying raw material to their organizations. This is because when there is an increase in price or a shortage of stock supplied by an existing supplier, the organization has another supplier as a backup, and this can reduce the risk of losing customers due to the rising raw material prices. This also helps organization reduce their spending costs when they are always able to compare prices between one supplier with another in the current market. In conclusion, based on the research about Nifa Biotech Industry Sendirian Berhad, the objectives has been specified in connection with target costing has been successfully implemented. Management of Nifa Biotech Industry in the production of the product based on OEM agreement demonstrate their efficiency and sensitivity to price that can be sold to customers in addition to providing profit to Nifa Biotech Industry to continue doing business in long term. Besides, the efficiency can be detailed to be measured when the company use the target costing system within company. Thus, the company can reduce the unnecessary costs that involve in the production. Based on the research, the damage taken by Nifa Biotech Industry is 5% because of their strict controls in the manufacturing process, especially inside mix process requiring observation by skilled employees. Nifa Biotech Industry have the systematic management on price that's set to the customer, on margin price, and in each process of the production. That's all from me. Thank you.
Right there on top of the